Can we start with team news then? Any new injuries? Anyone returning?
Well, the situation is tough. We have still 9 injured players. Ferguson, Webster, Tariq Lamptey, Milner, and Gilmore, March Mitoma, Jack Hinshelwood, and yes, 9. Anyway, 9. More or less the same squad we played against Arsenal.
But no Tariq Lamptey?
No Tariq, yes.
Yeah, is that a bad injury?
I don't know.
What about Billy Gilmore? Is there any update on whether he's going to play against you?
Bill is better. I don't know how much time he needs to start with us on the pitch, but he's better. James Miller the same. I think the Webster, Milner, and Bill can be available the next weeks.
Okay. Bart Verbruggen said before the Arsenal game that he's enjoying every second of working with you. Will he start again tomorrow?
Bart plays tomorrow, start at the beginning in the first 11. I'm happy too. I'm lucky to work with Bart and to Jason as well. Different players, different keepers, but both are very good, very important for Brighton. Have this two level of the keepers.
New contracts this week for Jack Hinshelwood and Marco Mani. Just with Jack, you've spoken very highly of him before. What is his potential? Is he a future England international, for example?
Great, because he's a smart guy. He plays with passion. He's very young, but physically can play in Premier League, can play in a good way. He played always. He has played very well in this season, and I'm sorry because I disappointed for his injury, because he could play in midfield position, right back, left back, and he has been important when he played. Was very important for us.
The injuries have allowed players like Jack, like Carlos Baleba, to get more experience in the first team. Is that the only positive that comes from injuries? That going forward, they become a big part of your plans.
Yes, you're right. It was important for Carlos Baleba, for Jack Hinshelwood, like last season for Ferguson and Julio Enciso. This season for Facundo Buonanotte as well was important to play. Yesterday I've seen the numbers of the game of Facundo, 24, I think 25, and for him is a big number because he's still very young. I think he is not showing all his qualities, but is normal. For Carlos, the same. Carlos is improving. He's improving his performances in the last month, but it's normal. Is the policy of the club. Next season, for Carlos Baleba, for Buonanotte, will be for sure better season, better performances.
On the other side, Ansu Fati, I know when he first came in, you said you felt a big responsibility for him to help him reach his potential. Of course, he's had an injury. Why is it maybe not quite worked out completely as planned?
It's very easy the answer, because I feel these responsibilities, but anyway I can help him. We can help him, But first of all, he has to make the first step forward, and we're trying to help him on the pitch, out of the pitch, in every situation. Maybe he needs much time.
Just finally from me, the Premier League announced yesterday that semi-automated offsides will be brought in next season in the Premier League. Not for the start of the season, but you would have seen it probably watching a lot of Serie A. Do you see it as a good thing?
La Premier League ha annunciato che questa stagione, non subito dall'inizio, ma durante la stagione verrà messo il semi-automatico, l'offside semi-automatico come in Serie A. Cosa ne pensi?
I've not understood yet the offside, the difference between this type of offside. I don't know. My work is on any way to stay on the pitch and to work with the team on the pitch. I have confidence and I trust in the referees. In general, they can make mistakes as like the people who work. I think what the coaches, the people inside of football want is to know clearly the rules, no? Because sometimes the same situation, you can watch two different decisions, no?
Thank you.
Roberto, hello.
Hello.
The final run-in, have you identified how many points you feel you will need from the final 7 games of your season to finish in the top 6, the top 7?
Hai calcolato in questo finale di stagione quanti punti ti servirebbero per raggiungere le prime 6-7 posizioni?
No, it's difficult to understand how many points we need, but we have to think game by game, starting from tomorrow. I think we have the chance to reach the Europe. It's tough because there are a lot of strong and very good teams. But anyway, we have the chance. The schedule is not the best schedule we can do, but anyway, we're gonna find a lot of teams who play in the Europe. Man City, Chelsea plays they play in FA Cup semi-final and maybe final. Aston Villa are playing in Conference League, and I think we have the chance. And then we have to believe in that first of all, and we have to win for sure. I would like to play next season again in Europe, because I think this season we are paying a big price on the first experience for us in Europe League, but the second one can be easier. It's important the quality of the players, the quality of the play. It's important the organization of the club, but it's most important the experience. When you play in that competition, you have to know what is play Thursday and play Sunday after 3 days, especially if you play away. And for us, it was the first time in our life, in our history.
You'll always put out a side, Roberto, attack-minded, expansive, but the goals have dried up in recent weeks. A rare week for you, a rare full week of training. Is it something you've been looking to address, looking at this week in the build-up to Burnley?
Hai giocato sempre molto offensivo, ma ultimamente non sono arrivati tanti gol. In questa settimana che porta al Burnley hai avuto modo magari di lavorare di più su questo aspetto?
But I have my idea about the football, especially in the last period. You can see 4 games in Champions League, 18 goals scored. In Europe League the same. But sometimes you can spend a tough moment in one part of the pitch, for sure playing without Kariumi Thomas, Solly March, and Joao Pedro is not too easy for Brighton. Julio Enciso spent a very tough season, and we are paying all this situation. I think with Roma away at home, the game in Brentford, we created a lot of chance. Maybe it's a period we have to accept, but we can win also if we don't score. If we not score 3, 4, 5 goals, we can win 1-0, and to be focused, to don't concede goal.
What do you expect from Burnley this weekend? They have to keep believing, Vincent Kompany's side, that they can still fight to stay up.
Cosa ti aspetti dal Burnley che comunque stanno ancora lottando, possono ancora...
Yes, they are fighting and they are playing very well. I watched the game in Chelsea. I think they could win in 10 in one player less in the second half. They play very well and they concede a bad goal in Everton, and they are a live team and they are a clear style of play. They play very well. They know, the player know what they have to do on the pitch. They are aggressive. They with the ball and without the ball, and they have good players.
Funny from myself, they've made the jump up from the Championship under Vincent Kompany, invested in young players. How hard is it, in your personal view, Roberto, to make that jump, to be able to compete in the Premier League? Is it one of the toughest challenges maybe in world football?
Sono passati dalla Championship alla Premier League con Kompany e questo è stato un grande salto. Come tu vedi la cosa? È un grande salto comunque fare la Premier League come tipo?
Well, Premier League is the most difficult challenge in football, especially if you have a young players, young team. But I think they are showing a good idea of football, good style, good energy as well, because they are a strong team. And then it's tough in Premier League because every game, I think the England teams in the European competition at the end they arrive tired maybe, because the Premier League is not like another league in different country. Every game you have to push your best. You have to give your best. Otherwise, you lose, and you lose in a bad way.
Roberto, I know Vincent Kompany won't be on the sidelines because he's got a touchline ban, but what have you made of the way that he has held himself throughout the season in what's been his first season in the Premier League?
Kompany non sarà domani seduto in panchina perché è squalificato. Cosa pensi della sua prima stagione in Premier League?
But I have a big respect, but if you watch the game, you understand what job Kompany is doing. He's doing a great job, great style. I like a lot their style, their courage, their behavior. They play against Sheffield or against Liverpool or Arsenal, the top of the table, in the same way, and I think they are doing their maximum, their best.
You were talking earlier about goals. You've now got Joao Pedro and Danny Welbeck available. You've had no midweek game. How much of a boost is it to have both of them, in the squad available for you? And can you weave them both into the same team?
Avere entrambi questi giocatori a disposizione posizione ti dà un'iniezione di fiducia in più per poter appunto segnare?
Yes,
e
of course.
poi farli giocare assieme?
Yes. Together.
A little bit of a clue there, maybe. But how do you see them fitting into the team in positions, in terms of a 9 or a 10? Who goes where?
Come li vedi? Chi è più 9, chi è più 10? Come possono combinarsi?
But maybe one of two can play the winger, and the other one of these two players number 9, because okay, João Pedro is the top scorer for us, but Danny Welbeck is as well is an important striker for us. The Adam Lallana, when he played in the last period, he played very well. Jakob Moder in Liverpool or against Arsenal in the first half, he played very well. Facundo Buonanotte can play number 10, better than winger. Simone Adingra, I think he can improve. He can play better, but anyway, he's playing a great season. Ansu Fati can play winger or number 10 or number 9. Yeah.
Some big decisions then.
Julio Enciso
yeah,
was
you
the
mentioned
ninth injuries player.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah. Can't play
Enciso,
tomorrow.
And what injury was that, Roberto?
I don't know if it's tough injuries or is, but tomorrow is not available.